So when it comes to brand deals, a lot of creators may be intimidated with outreach and pitching. I like to start with like very simple definitions. When you guys hear me say the word outbound, that means you're pitching the brand. And when I say the word inbound, the brand is coming to you. We can keep it very simple, but I will be using the word inbound a lot in today's video because I think a lot of times like people are thinking about, okay, like, yes, Nina, I'm pitching. I'm actively going for it, but I would also love to increase my inbounds. I'd love to increase brands coming to me. And one thing I always tell my students in Sidewalker land is, you guys, I am not against inbounds. I'm just like, be in control of your money and be going out there and knocking on doors. But inbounds is great. And inbounds is something that y'all should be trying to increase. These two things, inbound and outbound, are not meant to be going against each other. Okay. That is not the mindset. The mindset is, how do we increase our inbounds and how do we also actively pitch brands every week so that we are feeling a little bit in control? Now, as a business, sometimes you're going to have more inbounds and you're in a better position. And then sometimes your inbox is dry and you're like, oh my God, I need to go out there. So that's why it's an important skill to learn both. But for today's episode, I'm going to talk about strategies that y'all can implement to increase your inbounds, to get brands to come to you. At the end of the day, what we're sharing, these are just like ways to increase those inbound opportunities, but pitching is also still a must, y'all. Okay. So we still have to actively have that muscle in practice as something that we do in our businesses. Now, the first thing you will hear me scream to the top of the rooftops is the importance of being searchable, not just having a brand scroll past you. If they don't know you exist, how are we going to get them to find you? Especially for my YouTube community, I can't stress this enough, y'all. Understanding the purchase funnel. Okay. So if a brand wants to work with you and you create content that is down the funnel, which means you're making content when people are actively ready to spend, your ability to charge brands is going to be way higher because brand awareness campaigns are important and they're necessary. And a lot of brands have budget for that. However, those campaigns are more about eyeballs and awareness versus conversion campaigns. They're down the funnel. This is where the SEO strategies come into place. So I'll give you an example. If you were on YouTube and you were searching up a review on something, so like, let's just say you wanted to review a product and you were looking up, Rhodes microphones. Is it worth it? Or Hotel Hilton, Conrad, NYC. Literally the companies that you potentially want to work with, using their name in your title of your content is not only going to get the brand's attention, but it shows that you rank for this keyword. So I'll give you an example. When I was working with a brand on their influencer marketing campaigns, I would go on the internet and see who is talking about us, who ranks for our world, our name. I would also look up certain keywords that were not the company name, but that were in our peripheral. So like, let's just say you were going to be pitching a baby monitor company, right? You could also then look up, I would, as a brand, look up people who rank for baby registry, top gifts for a mom, what to bring to a baby shower, or what to put on your registry. These keywords are important keywords to a baby monitor company, right? So making sure your content is keyword rich is an important strategy because those are what brands are looking up. Even on Instagram or TikTok, I was once working with this lady on the brand side, and we were looking for creators that ranked on TikTok for the keyword hidden gem. So literally, if you go to TikTok right now and look up the words hidden gem, you're going to see creators who rank for this keyword. Being on the brand side, I'm like, I'm going to reach out to these people because our product helps you find hidden gems. So therefore, we want to create content with creators who make content on hidden gems, right? So this is why it is so important to think strategically about your content, but in a keyword way. One of my favorite tools out there is a tool called Keywords Everywhere. You can literally just go in and search a keyword and it will tell you the volume of how many people are searching this keyword. People do this, I think, on like vidIQ and others. I'm sure there's tons of keyword researchers that you guys can use and look up. But this is important as a creator because if you are attracting and ranking and creating content around search, that means people are searching for it and you're positioning yourself in a way to get reached out to, okay? So creating specific videos with the brand's name involved. Brands are researching themselves. Some of them are even getting Google alerts anytime their name is mentioned on the internet. It's a great way to get on their radar. And also creating content that has the keywords that a brand would be searching. Like I said, best baby registry, right? If you can rank for this content, you're in a really good position to charge a lot for the brand to be integrated into your next video. The same strategy can be applied for the bloggers. Like if you're putting, the keyword, I actually had a girl the other day on Inner Circle. She was telling me about how if you look up like the name of this hotel in New York, her blog post populates not only in the AI recap summary, which means all the AI tools are pulling from her blog post, but she's also ranked number 1. Now that brand, lo and behold, was able to find a $2,500 budget when they say they didn't have any to pay her because of her keywords and ranking. So brands want to be involved. So don't be afraid to use the brand's name in your content. Today's podcast episode is sponsored by me, Sidewalker Daily. If you love what we do here and you love listening to our programming, make sure you find out ways that you can work with us. We're here and happy to support you in all areas of your creator business. Need a media kit designed or a portfolio? We can do that. Looking to have a self-study program, over 30 hours of examples and video to help you pitch brands? We got you. Need a one-on-one coach, someone who can jump into your business with you, hold your hand, and guide you with strategy and tips? I would love that opportunity. Go ahead and check out the links below in today's episode. We're going to share with you all the different ways that we can support you, and we strongly suggest getting on a call with someone on our team who can point you in the right direction of what you need based on where you are in your business. So get on a call with our success manager, submit an inquiry to our design team, or book a coaching with us. I can't wait to work with you. Another strategy I love to kind of get you guys thinking about is making sure your page is ready to receive in terms of like auditing yourself. So ask yourself, do you have a highlights on your Instagram bio that is strategic? Like start here, about me, how to work with me. Like, do you have that information? Do you have your email in your bio? What are your pinned posts on Instagram? Are they strategic or are they just the videos with the most views? Sometimes I'll have creators put like their about me video very strategically pinned, because when a brand is going to your page, they're looking. So having your email in your bio or having a strategically pinned video in your Instagram top 3, these are important things to do. Same for YouTubers, right? Like in your YouTube about description, how many of us have just like not gone in there and updated it? Do you have your email address in there? Are you strategic in your about on YouTube? Not just for your followers, but having a section that says, if you're a brand that wants to be included in an upcoming video, here's how to reach out to me. Would love to get you guys involved. Actually speaking in a way that tells brands that you're ready for work. So many creators feel like they just don't do this. They don't tell brands, I'm actively ready for work. And having that, whether it's in an Instagram highlight or whether it's in your YouTube description or in the bottom of your blog post, like want to be integrated in my next article, reach out here. Sometimes you have to let brands know that you are ready to work and that you're looking for work. Like basically telling them, reach out to me, reach out to me. I don't see creators doing that enough. Now, another thing that I have seen a lot is a lot of creators want to work with brands, but their content does not have space for brands. So make it make sense. Your content never talks about products you recommend. It never talks about things you use. It never shows, product integrations or mentions, but yet you want to pitch brand deals, right? So a big shift here is making sure that you have content that leaves space for brands. So making sure that in your feed or in your videos that you actually have an opportunity to integrate them, right? So I'll give you guys a perfect example. I talk a lot about the creator economy, creator tools, things creators should do. So when a brand comes to me and says, hey, we want to reach your creator community, I have space in my content for them because I talk about things that you should be using as a creator all the time. So if I integrate a brand that I love and trust into the content, it would make sense. So think about your content. Do you have space for it? Are you creating tutorial style videos or, problem solution videos or videos showcasing a product demo or whatever in your own own way in your own niche. But think about that, so that a brand could really be like, oh, this makes sense. I could work with this creator. Diversifying your content is super important because when brands are looking at your content, they want to see themselves in it. Like, oh, I could see myself in this content, right? Something I think creators could be increasing a lot more of is showing behind the scenes of a campaign. So especially on Instagram, like I think stories is an amazing place. Like, oh, I'm working with this brand. Here's what I'm doing. This is how we're putting it together. Again, you don't know who's like watching your stories and your content. I think it's a great strategy for your audience, but also the brands that are following you and watching your content are like, oh, like this creator talks about this part. Like they're open to it. They're into it. This makes sense. Now, some other tips that I think could get you on a brand's radar is, let's just say you see an influencer doing a paid sponsorship or sponsored post. A lot of creators will tell me they'll go on her or his page and they'll leave a thoughtful comment because people on the brand side are monitoring the comments. So if you just put emojis, like they're not going to see, who you are. But if you leave a really thoughtful comment, now the person on the brand side that's monitoring these comments on this paid sponsorship are going to go check you out. And that's why it's so important that your page is audited and ready to receive, right? So again, you're being strategic here, but don't be afraid to comment thoughtful, engaging comments on an influencer's sponsored post. Another big tip I'm hearing in the creator world is the importance of leveraging threads, that less people are on threads. And that way to access a brand and talk to a brand is a lot easier over there. So the importance of just getting on threads and like even to hunt and to like comment and engage with brands. Because again, if they don't know who you are, how are they going to get your attention? So going on threads, leaving meaningful comments, and participating in conversation, it just puts you in the room with them. Now, another thing that was shared within my inner circle community when we talked about, increasing our brands inbounding us was the importance of having like a work with me page, not necessarily a media kit, but a work with me page. And this is very different, you guys, than a media kit, because a work with me page, anyone on the internet can see, right? Whereas your media kit, you kind of want to keep close. I always tell people, don't put that on the internet. You want the brand to request it, because if the brand requests it, now you have a lead and you're like, okay, I need to get on a call with this brand and close the lead, versus if everyone's just seeing it on the internet, you don't know who's seeing it and it's harder to measure that. But a solid work with me page that you include in your link in bio. So if a brand is seeing your content, you mention them, they now go to your bio, everything looks good. You have a work with me page inside your link tree. The work with me page is very vibrant, shows like past brand collabs and logos and, ways that this brand can reach out to you. This could be a solid way, again, to get them to reach out to you because you have that work with me page set up. Another great way creators are getting brands to reach out to them is at in-person live events. So if you are doing an in-person event and you are a speaker at said event, every brand that's at that event is now like looking at you. It puts you in a position of authority. You are now an expert, and brands could even be sitting in on your workshop or your seminar. I personally have gotten some of the biggest retainers in work through my speaking gigs. So I always tell creators, if you want brands to come to you, go where the brands are at, go to these conferences, go to these events, and apply to be a speaker and push yourself to be a speaker, because that is going to be a great way for you to get the brand's attention and getting them to come to you. In-person events. We actually have a list of some of the events that we will be going to this year and that we've been going to already. I'll include my conferences list below. And if that's something that you guys need support with, like if you want to pitch yourself as a speaker and you need your media kit to be a little bit more speaker friendly, reach out to our design team, you guys. We can build you a beautiful media kit that is very speaker friendly, so you can use this as an asset to pitch yourself speaking jobs. So I'll include that below if you need a custom media kit to support you with your speaker pitching. All right, y'all. So I could go on and on. We have so much information on these topics. Again, if you want to work with me directly, I'll leave a link below to our coaching. So that's something I can support you with, whether it's increasing your inbounds or helping you with your outbounds and getting you out there to pitch. I have really good programs. I have 30-day programs. I have 6-week programs, depending on what you guys need and what support you want. So again, if that's something that you are looking for, get on a call with someone on our team. Stop waiting. Let's do this. Let's end the year strong. And I can't wait to meet you guys and support you in your outbounds and in your inbound strategy. And of course, as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.